Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Today's Baba's elevated versions are about peace. When do we become peacelessness? when do we, when do we experience that disturbance? And how do we stabilize ourselves in our original religion? This is the essence. Let's listen to Murli. 28th February 2025. Baba says, in essence, sweet children, if you want to attain peace, then you become bodiless. It's only when you become body conscious, then there is peacelessness. Therefore, you be stable in your original religion. Question: what's accurate remembrance? At the time of remembrance, what aspect must be paid attention in particular? Answer: accurate remembrance is when you consider yourself to be a soul, that is, you are separate from this body, and then remember the Father. It's called accurate remembrance. Pay attention that you don't remember anyone's body. You must be careful in this aspect of not remembering anyone's body to be in the pilgrimage of remembrance. One must have the intoxication of this knowledge. Let it remain in your intellects that let this remain in your intellect that Baba is making us the emperors of the world. We souls are to become the masters of the whole world, of the elements, of course, whether it's about sky or earth or sea. The song is having found you, we have found the whole world. That is, the sky, earth all belong to us. Om Shanti. The meaning of this term, Om, is I, the soul. Human beings understand that this Om term refers to God, but it's actually not right. Om, the term refers to the self, that is I, the soul, and this is my body. It is said that you always greet, right, using this expression Om Shanti. The original religion of the soul is peace. The soul gives his introduction. Human beings, of course, they say Om Shanti, but no one understands the exact meaning of this Om Shanti. This term Om Shanti is actually good, that it talks about the introduction of the self, that is soul, and it's his original religion, which is peace. Because we souls are the residents of the land of peace, the meaning is so simple. So Baba says there is nothing false explanation or it's long, it's very short and very simple. And human beings don't even know that this world is either old or new. When does the new world become old one? And how does the transformation take place from the old to new? This also is not known to anyone. Even if you have to ask anyone, when does this world become new? How does it become old? No one is in a position to give you any knowledge. This Iron Age is the old world. The new world is called the Golden Age. How many years does it take for the new world to become old? This also this is not known to anyone. Baba says, even though they are human beings, they don't know anything. That's why Baba says human beings are said to be worse than animals. At least animals don't say anything about themselves. However, human beings say that we are impure. That is why they call out to Baba that, "Oh purifier, please come." But they don't know anything about him. The term pure is so good. So, the new world is a very pure world. We also have the images of the deities. Despite having the images, no one understands anything. This Lakshmi and Narayan are the masters of the new world. Only the unlimited Father sits here and explains all these aspects to his children. The new world, heaven is called the new world, and deities are the, they are called to be the residents of heaven. Now it's the old world which is called hell. And the human beings or people of today are the residents of hell. when a soul leaves the body, people call him to be a resident of heaven. He has left his body in hell and he has gone to heaven. So, which means that the soul was in hell till now, till he left his body. But when you actually tell the fact, then they get into the arguments. Baba explains that they look like they are human beings, whereas their activities are like of monkeys. It's also said that people of today, they visit temples and they go and sing the praise of deities, that they are completely full of virtues. And how do they talk about themselves? So they sing the praise of deities and they say that they themselves are impure and they don't have any virtues. Despite knowing the fact, when we tell them that they are impure or they don't have virtues, then Baba says they get into conflicts. So such aspects are spoken by Baba with his children only. And Baba, of course, explains all these things. Baba doesn't speak with the people of the world because they are the people of the Iron Age and they are the residents of hell. Whereas you children are the residents of the confluence age and you become pure. Baba says you are becoming pure, you are on this journey. You are also aware that it is Shiv Baba who teaches us Brahmin souls because he is the purifier. Baba has come to take us all back home. These are very simple aspects. Baba says, children, you come from the land of peace to play your roles. All have the sorrow in this land of sorrow. That is why everyone just wishes to experience peace and they want to know the ways of experiencing peace. It is not said that how does a soul experience peace? Baba says, of course, you say Om Shanti, right? Which indicates that the original religion of the soul is peace. Then why do you ask for peace? Because we forget about our original form, and when we become body conscious, then we get disturbance. Of course, Baba tells the truth that we souls are the residents of the land of peace. So, in the land of sorrow, no one can have that peace of mind. The only way of attaining that peace is when the soul becomes bodiless, because you have this body and soul, both are together. We, the souls, are the residents of the land of peace and we have come to play our roles. No one understands that Ravan is our enemy. From when did he become our enemy? Baba says, not even a single scholar or pandit, saints and sages, no one knows this. People burn the effigy of Ravan and we have been burning his effigy for many births, yet we don't know anything about him. If you ask anyone who is that Ravan, they say that it's just your imagination. What response do they give when they don't know anything? It's also mentioned in the scriptures. Hey Rama, this world was not created, it's all imagination. Many say this. Now, what do you mean by imagination? It is said that this world, whatever happens in the world, it's the manifestation of thoughts. However, so Baba says, whatever thoughts are created, those thoughts get manifested and it becomes the reality. They don't understand the meaning of that. Baba sits here and explains to us. Some of us understand very clearly, whereas some don't understand at all. Those who understand clearly are real children, whereas those who don't understand, they are stepchildren. Stepchildren never become heirs. Baba has real children as well as stepchildren. Real children completely follow the directions of the father, whereas stepchildren they don't follow. Baba tells us then this one is not following my directions and this one is following Ravan's directions. There are two terms, that is Ram and Ravan. It's the kingdom of Ram and Ravan. It is the confluence. Baba explains all of these Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are claiming their inheritance from Shiv Baba. Do you take the complete inheritance from Baba? Do you follow the directions of Shiv Baba? Then they ask you, what's that? Which direction? They don't even understand the significance of the elevated directions of God. Baba gives us his Srimad that children become pure. So some children they complain that Baba, if the spouse is not cooperative, then if he doesn't accept your Srimad, to whom should I listen then? So Baba tells in that situation, because in the worldly life, husband is considered as God. So Baba tells, in Bharat, it is said that husband is the guru or God, he is everything. However, no one really believes that. Of course, they simply say yes at that time, but they don't realize it completely. They still continue to go to gurus or temples. The husband says, "Don't go out. I will give you an image of Ram and you can keep it and worship at home. Why do you have to wander to different places like Ayodhya?" From the time the image of Rama is placed, the significance of that place has is can be noticed. So Baba says it's the stumbling of the path of devotion. They will definitely those who don't understand knowledge, they will definitely continue to stumble around. So Baba tells they don't listen to anyone and they believe that temple there is Rama's. However, Baba says, who is that? You have to remember either temple or Rama. But they don't understand. So the in the worldly life, the wife doesn't obey the instructions of the husband, whereas on the path of knowledge, if a spouse is not cooperative, then they are not firm in their discipline. So Baba just wants to tell that if there is a will, there is a way. One should understand the significance of Baba Srimad. On the path of devotion, people always call out to God that please come and grant us salvation, because only He is the bestower of salvation for all. When does He come? No one understands this. Baba explains Ravan is our enemy. It's the wonder of Ravan that his effigy is being burnt, but he doesn't die. What is Ravan? No one has any idea. However, you children now understand clearly. We also know that we receive the unlimited inheritance from the Baba. Of course, we celebrate Shiv Jayanti. No one knows anything about Shiv Baba. That is why Baba sometimes says that you should clearly understand who gives you happiness, who gives you sorrow, the one who purifies you, the one who makes you impure. All these aspects must be understood in an accurate way. You also explain this knowledge to government. Shiva, Shiva is God. He comes every cycle. So Baba transforms the Bharat from hell into heaven. And he transforms or changes beggars into princes. Baba purifies the impure. He is the bestower of salvation for all. All human beings are now here. Even the soul of Christ is here in some form because no one can return home yet. It is one big Father who grants salvation to everyone. because He is the greatest Father. The Supreme Soul comes, He incarnates in Bharat. Of course, you must worship the one who grants salvation to you. The incorporeal Father doesn't reside here. We always remember Him by considering Him as being up above. Where do our eyes go when we remember God? We always look above the sky because we consider Him to be the resident of the Supreme Abode. So when we remember Sri Krishna, we don't look up above. We remember everyone because they are bodily beings, and Sri Krishna is called the Lord of Heaven, and the place Dwarika and heaven, they are the corporeal world. You children's remembrance is the accurate remembrance because you know that you, the soul, is distant from this body. Both are separate, and then you remember the Father. Baba says, no one's body is to be remembered. This must be paid attention. There is no need to remember our own body or anyone's body. No body of anyone who is knowledgeable, sensible, or a yogi or a saint. You must consider yourself as a soul and then remember the Father. Because Baba, He is making us the masters of the whole world. The ocean, the earth, the sky, even we become the masters of the elements. Now just look at the condition of the world or elements. There are continents, and you can see many countries how the whole thing is divided into bits and pieces, and how many states have been formed in one country. Even we have boundaries for land, and no one is allowed to enter in anyone's territory. Such limited aspects don't exist in heaven. The Father is the called God, He's the only one. It's not said that all are fathers or all are gods. Only one Father is God. The rest, all souls are brothers. It's not said that all are fathers. It's also said that Hindus and Chinese are brothers. However, they don't understand the meaning of that. It is not said that Hindus and Muslims are brothers and sisters. It's understood that uh, there are sisters in every religion, but when you use the saying, it's said that they are brothers. So, from the perspective of seeing everyone as a soul, it is said that they are brothers, but no one understands this fact. While listening to the scriptures, They only say, okay, it's true, yes, it's okay, but they don't understand the meaning of that. In fact, they all are false. In the land of truth, they only speak the truth, whereas here there is nothing but falsehood. If you say this to anyone that they told lies, they would start insulting you. Only you. So Baba says they would get upset with you or they would start criticizing you. Now only you Brahman children know the Father. You children are imbibing the divine virtues. You also know that these five elements have become Tamo-pradhan. People of today, they worship, that is, the bodies which are made of five elements. That is why it is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita that if you remember the evil spirits, then you will attain them. If you remember deities, then you will attain that status or position. So you must think, when you remember the Supreme Soul, then you will attain Him, His knowledge, everything. So the essence is, one who remembers Shiv Baba, they will attain him, or they'll have his attainments. So Baba tells us that consider yourself as a soul and remember the Father. Don't remember the evil spirits. While living at home, carrying out all the household responsibilities, your intellects must be connected with the one Father. You are now to become soul conscious. You are not supposed to remember or let your intellects get connected with friends or relatives. To the extent you remember Shiv Baba, so accordingly your sins will be absolved. The third eye of knowledge is given to you, children. Now you must be a conqueror of sins. So people celebrate the age of those who conquered sinful acts. And this is the age, that is copper and iron. This is the age of those who perform sinful acts. You gain victory over the sinful acts with the power of yoga, and the ancient yoga of Bharat is very famous. Whereas people of Bharat, they don't know that the saints and sages, they go out, they visit foreign lands, and they address those people that they have been there to teach the ancient yoga of Bharat. And the people of foreign land, they don't realize that they are Hatha yogis. They cannot teach Raj Yoga to anyone. You are Raj Rishis. They are saints who have limited renunciation or limited attitude. There is a difference of day and night between you and them. Apart from you Brahmins, no one can teach Raj Yoga. This is the accurate yoga or true yoga, which can be taught only when the Supreme Father comes on this earth, and when he himself gives us the true introduction of God. These are very new aspects. A new child cannot understand anything. That is why you are not supposed to get anyone new into this gathering. Baba says, this is the court of Indra, the god who reigns knowledge. Everyone now has a stone intellect because everyone has the knowledge of the scriptures, and such intellects, they cannot understand Baba's knowledge. It is now the confluence of two, that is of the Iron Age and Golden Age. No one apart from the Father can make you the one with divine intellect. So you people have come to have divine intellects. Bharat was once upon called the Golden Sparrow, where the Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters and they ruled the world. This is also not known. There was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan 5000 years ago. From then, where did they go? Only you children can relate that. And they have taken 84 boats and they are Tamopradhan now. And then they are becoming Satopradhan through the Father. There is a saying that is, you can become that. No one apart from the Father, even saints or sages, can give you this knowledge. That is the path of devotion, and this is the path of knowledge. That is the path of devotion, and this is the path of knowledge. You children have very good songs. Just listen to them. So Baba says, you will have goosebumps, and your mercury of happiness, that is your intoxication, also will be very high. Baba says you will be very happy, your level of happiness will be very high. But that intoxication has to remain constant. This is the nectar of knowledge. People become intoxicated from drinking alcohol, whereas you have the nectar of knowledge here. Baba says your intoxication should not decrease, it should always remain constantly high. You become very happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, because you know that by following Srimad, we are becoming elevated. While observing everything here, let your intellect be connected with the Father and his inheritance. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and good morning, Namaste to the Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharna, the first one. In order to be a conqueror of sinful acts, you must accumulate the power of yoga, which enables you gain the victory over those acts. While seeing everything here, let your intellects remain in yoga with the Father and his inheritance. The second one, in order to receive your full right to the inheritance from the Father, you must become real children. Only follow the one Father Srimad. Whatever is explained by the Father, we should first understand that, then explain to others. Today's blessing of beloved Bap Dada. With the lift of a divine intellect, those who tour around the three worlds they receive this title of being a easy yogi. At the confluence age, every child receives a lift of the divine intellect. The moment we take this alaukic birth, this is the lift which we receive from Baba. We children can tour around the three worlds, that is incorporeal, subtle and corporeal, through this lift. Just you need to turn on the switch of your awareness. You will be able to reach that space within seconds, and you can you will be able to remain stable and experience whichever world you want to, and for how long duration you want to. It depends entirely upon you. In order to experience this accurately, you must be careful at Amrit Vela, and you should set the switch of your awareness very in an accurate way. Be an authority and use this lift, then you will be then you will become an easy yogi, and all hard work will finish. Slogan: the art of living is to keep your mind constantly in a state of pleasure. Today's awake signal have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. Today's point is being in solitude has got two meanings. That is, it's not about the external solitude, but that solitude is to be lost in the depths of the one. If there is just external solitude, then you will get bored. Then you start saying that I don't know how am I going to spend this day. But if you just go into the depths of the one Father, just as when you go to the reach the bottom of the ocean, you receive many treasures. Similarly, go into the depth of the one, that is, become lost in the attainments that you have received from the Father. Om Shanti. There will be yoga from 5:30 to 6 p.m. and post that there will be a class by respected Urmila sister. The topic is an accurate way of doing yoga. Today there is a flag host program in Tapovan. All the brothers and sisters from all the campuses are invited. Only the surrendered sisters and brothers are invited. All the trial brothers and sisters will receive the godly gift from at Gyanmoti Meditation Hall from BK Durga Prasad brothers family side. Those who know, who have computer skills, those who have the knowledge of the sound equipments, you can come forward and approach Ravi brother. The resident of Madhuban, the Ramesh brother, he was giving his seva in museum. He is surrendered brother. He's from Karnataka, and he has received this knowledge from Pune, and he was traveling to Karnataka, and he has left his mortal coil, and we received this news with the help of the ID card which he had. Let's do yoga and send good wishes to that soul for his onward journey. Om Shanti. Thank you. Let's watch Dadiji's video, which says that God fulfills the desires of everyone. Even though no one knows him, no one has ever seen him. Even while performing that penance, no one can see the Father because no one has the accurate introduction of Baba. And we, the children of Baba, the Father himself has found us. He has accepted us, and he has reminded us that, children, you came to me only in the previous cycle. I gave you this new life in such a sorrowful world. While living among a demonic community, finding you, what have I made you? I have transformed you from a human among demons into a deity. Om Shanti.